Well, good morning. Welcome back to Living in the Tennessee Bottoms. We just got done making some fudge a while ago, and we're going to go in and we're going to make some banana pudding. And this right here is my wife calls it City Slicker banana pudding. Miss Libby makes a homemade version where you cook on the stove, and you can't go wrong with it. It is really, really good. I'd rather have that than this. Don't tell her that. But anyway, I'd rather have hers than this right here any day. But this is good. It's very simple to make. Really, it's no cooking to it. Now, I'm fixing to be making a larger batch because we're blessed today. We're going to have our family coming over this afternoon around 3. So we're trying to get stuff done, but it takes, for a large family, it takes 2 boxes to 2 large boxes of the instant vanilla pudding. It doesn't have to be a major brand. We use a lot of great value. I mean, you get a bang for your buck. You need 1 can of Eagle brand milk, or what does it say on this can here? Sweetened condensed milk. This is about $1 cheaper a can right here. And you need about don't need this big tub, whatever the small tub is, 7 ounce, 12 ounce, whatever it is. You need a small tub. I'm gonna use about half of this right here. And the way you end up doing it is you need a large bowl. Also, you need 3 cups of milk per box. So I'm just like I say, it's a large batch. So being taking 6 cups of milk. But you'll need a large bowl just like this right here. I'll move that out of the way. And we're gonna go ahead and open up our fudge. I got fudge on the brain. I just got done doing some fudge a while ago. And we're just gonna cut the end of it out here. There we go. You're gonna dump that in the bowl. Just like that. Then we're going to open up our other one. Like I said, this is really simple. We'll get her all mixed up and everything, and then when I start layering it, I'll show you that part. Doesn't take a long time to make it. So there is our 2 cups, our two boxes, 2 large boxes of instant vanilla pudding, not the type you have to cook. You know, and like I said, it has to be a large box, not the small box. Then we need 3 cups of milk. Then we need another 3 cups of milk. I've been doing this so long, I didn't even read the recipe on the box. All right, get that dumped in there. Now what we're gonna do here is, I'm gonna move this stuff here out of the way. I need to find the top to my milk. When I'm done with it, I'll find it here in a minute. So now we're going to go ahead and get our pudding mixed up. We're not going to put our Eagle brand milk in or our Cool Whip until this has been mixed up together. And you can see now it's starting to thicken. You can do this, the box says you can do this with a spoon, start it by hand, Let me tell you, it takes a while. I've done it in the past. When I first started making this, I don't know how many years ago it was, but this here is a whole lot quicker. That's thick enough for me right there. Let me kind of show you the consistency of it here. It's just your typical pudding, see? And the longer you mix it, the thicker it's going to get. And on that note, I guess the correct word would be fold in. I don't know, but my term is I'm just going to mix it in, pour it out of the can here. Remember back in the day, until they remodelized cans, I know a lot of people probably remember this, is don't you scrape that can, boy, because back in the day they were just tin cans. They were just tin cans, and I don't know what it was about. I said you'll get poisoning out of that, you'll get tin poisoning out of that. This is so hard for me. This is the best stuff and everything. I like to lick the can, but can't do it. Just too much sugar. The next thing I'm gonna do is got that knocked off there. Put that over in the sink. I'll open my Cool Whip, and I'm just gonna get about half of this out of here. There ain't a whole lot left. I better leave some for Miss Libby for some pies here. So on that note, I'm gonna put that back over there. And we'll go ahead and get this mixed up. And you can see here, what happened was, you can see how much thicker it's gotten now. It will thin up just a little bit, not a lot. Now what we're going to do is, we're going to go get our bag of vanilla wafers, our stick of bananas, and we're going to get our bowl we're going to make it in. The main thing I wanted to show you at this time was the ingredients you needed to make your pudding mix up together. So just bear with me, and we're going to get our other stuff and put it together. Okay, we've got our pudding all mixed up, and we got our vanilla wafers out. I was looking for Jackson vanilla wafers. I couldn't find them. I think Miss Libby said she thought they may not make them no more. But I got our bananas out, and I've already peeled some. I got them here on the plate, so when I start my process, it goes pretty quick. So this is the simple part of it. It's all pretty simple. We're going to go ahead and we're going to start layering with our bananas first. Let me get this bag here open. All right. So we're going to start. I always kind of clip the ends of them off, and we just no fancy way to put them in here. Just cut them up and drop them in the bottom. Just about like that. Cutting them a little too thick there. I need to thin them up a little bit. Everybody has a different palate. Some like a thin banana, some like a little thicker. And I'm gonna go ahead and I always start with my bananas first, and then my vanilla wafers, because what happens is when you get to the top of the bowl, hopefully if you layered it good, your vanilla wafers will be the last thing on top. Then you put a little pudding mix across the top of that. All right, and on that note there, let me get me a bigger spoon right here. And my pudding kind of thickened up. I had to walk away for a little while ago, and if that happens to you, I just added about just another cup of milk to it, and it thinned her back up, because you don't want it real thick, because then you can't work with it. All right. And when we get that right there done, I'm going to take and layer it with a little bit of pecans. You can do this with pecans or not pecans. You know, the big thing about it is if you have a big gathering like we're going to have today, then you've got to let your guests know that this does have pecans in it. You know, some people that have different illnesses, whatever, like diverticulitis and all that good stuff, can't have pecans. Some people are allergic to nuts, you know. The last thing you want to do is run your Christmas dinner or whatever function you're having, because you can have this for any function. This happens to be today that our family's coming over. And like I told you earlier, we're all excited about it. So I got another layer of bananas there, and that's all you do is repeat the process here. It doesn't take long to get it mixed up. And I know I said in the first part when we was mixing our pudding together is, you know, I just dumped the 3 cups of milk, then 3 more cups of milk. But I think I said in the beginning is each box of the instant pudding takes 3 cups of milk. I didn't want no one to get confused and say, well, I dumped 6 cups of milk in, that 1 box of pudding takes 6. No, that'd be too runny on you. So 3 cups of milk per box. We had 2 large boxes. And you'll see at the finish when you get done with this how much we may have left over. And that's the next thing is, if you have pudding left over, you know, you can put it in another bowl. You may have some of the younger kids, smaller kids, they may just want the pudding, you know. And I'm one of those kids, I like pudding. Need to make more of it instead of eating all that other sweet stuff I eat at night time. All right. And you can see that there's no wrong way to do this. You know, you can have less vanilla wafers, you can have less pudding, or whatever you want to do. Okay. Did I forget to put pecans on that last layer? I think I did. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put some right in here, kind of make up for that. Okay. And I'm going to put my next layer of pudding mix. And you can see how quickly the bowl is filling up. I hope you can over there. We'll kind of scoot it up a little bit. She fills up pretty quick. All right. Now is when you put your layer of nuts. After you get your pudding put in there, these are a little bigger than normal. Notice a lot of times they're kind of like dust-like. That being said, we may get 1 more layer on here, 2 more layers. And you can see I'm not stacking these bananas in there. I'm just cutting them up, letting them fall where they may. All right. And on that note, this is going to be our finished product here. I'll bring you over here in a second and let you see our finished product. Because what you want to do is, you want to end up with a layer of pudding on top. You can do it any way you want. You can end up with vanilla wafers on top. I may have enough pudding to do 1 more layer. All right, there she goes. Now I'm going to put a little bit of pecans on top. And you can see that is our finished product. Okay, you can see how it looks in the bowl and everything. So that being said, I hope you've enjoyed this one here. We would like for you to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It would help us out tremendously. And we hope you have a very Merry Christmas, and we'll see you next time.